Welcome back, you guys. I'm Tassie, and on my Ghostly Update vlog today, I'm going to be talking about, I'm going to first answer a couple of questions that I got, and then we're going to move into Are Ghosts and Demons Funny? So then I'll have some stories for you guys there. So let's go ahead and get started. So the first question I was asked after my last video, I had talked about the small shrine, Lupo Lupo. Basically, they wanted to know, how do you take it down? And so I thought that was a pretty good question. So in general, whenever you guys, this is going to be more so for the play shrine, not it's your real shrine that you had, okay? Because your teacher is meant to teach that to you, how you're supposed to take down a shrine, especially around the New Year time and stuff like that. So this is not going to be the same. So don't apply it because it won't work. Okay, and you will go to a lot of pain. Okay, so that's why I'm saying don't apply this. This is for, people who just set up randomly on an end table, just so that they're okay. And then let's say you're moving now. It's time to move. You're going to move houses, or you just don't want to have it up anymore. To take it down safely, you basically just want to light some incense sticks on there. Probably just 3 is good. And then you actually want to burn some joss money. So you want to take the joss money and burn it, about 3 sheets. Burn it over, not over the table or anything like that, but in front of the table. Typically, like what I do, you guys know those silver aluminum trays that you bring for like parties and stuff. I would take a paper towel and I would get it wet, and then I would put it down there on the line the bottom of it, and then I would burn the money and stuff like that over it. So then as it's burning and it's falling apart, and when it catches too much fire, then I drop it in there. Okay, so I actually ended up having something welded where it was like, like those restaurant metal style type of things with legs and everything. So I actually had one of those too. I ended up giving that away. But anyways, I used to have one of those because we used to burn a lot of money or joss money. So basically, you want to burn those things, and you want to say for the spirits there. And shrines, we actually call it luta. So that's what we actually call it in Hmong. So just tell the shrine and the spirits there not to be alarmed. You're going to be taking it down, and not to get you injured and not to make you sick. And in the future, you will raise another shrine. Or you're going to, if you want to kind of leave it like open-ended in case you never do it again, then just say you're going to wait until a better day has come, and then you'll raise it up again. So, that way it's kind of like, open-ended, so you can get out of it. So that's what you want to do. And then wait until the incense sticks have burnt down, and then you can remove everything. If you just remove it, sometimes what ends up happening is the shaman that it's tied to can actually go into physical pain. So that is why before you take it down, you want to throw out some warnings, like, I'm burning this money for you, don't hurt me, and stuff like that. So that's how you guys can safely take those down. All right, and then our next question here, it's going to be about stunting people's gifts and how to do it, and how to undo it. So first off, the ability to stunt shamans, or not even a shaman, you can literally stunt anybody for any certain paths, especially if it's going to be a magical learning ability type of path, right? So you guys can do that. However, the only people who can are those who have the ability to. Ta-da! So I'm not going to tell you how to do it because you're not my students. And also, this is something that even if I had a student, if they did not have the ability to curse people, to actually hurt people like that, I wouldn't tell them anyways, because they won't ever be able to do it anyways. Now, and the reason why I'm saying that, it's such a precautionary thing because, yes, people at times can be great people, but we all know people have very, very low moments where they could use a gift in a bad way. So, with great power comes great responsibilities. So anyways, you can really, so like if your guides, there are some lineages where the teacher will teach their students, even if they don't have the ability, but that is more of a form of kakon. So that's black magic because you don't naturally have this ability. Now, if you are a shaman who has this ability, your guides will just show it to you. Your guides will just teach you. So with that also being said, how do you undo it, right? Like, let's say something happens to you, etc. You have to find somebody who can undo it. So you need to find an experienced shaman or somebody who knows black magic of some kind. It doesn't matter what kind of magic it is, as long as they know how to undo it. Some people go very extreme and they hurt the other person who actually did it. So, there's that path too, but basically that's how you guys would undo people getting stunted. And I have known a lot of shamans who went through a lot of ceremonies, who've gone through tons of shamans to try to see why this and that was happening. So it's very prevalent in the shaman community. So that's the only way that I know of. You have to just find somebody. If you yourself don't know how to undo it, you have to find somebody who can. And it's not always that easy, which I definitely understand. And sometimes I think it's not easy because a lot of people don't want to deal with it. Now, this next question here, somebody wanted to know if demons can go, like, are they the same? Like, it doesn't matter if it's a different religion, are they the same? And yes, they are the same. So there are so many different types of demons. You guys might just categorize and put demons into one thing, but it is a whole different world, you guys. You're going to have demons in charge of other demons. You're going to have really powerful Lord demons. It's insane. Like, they have a whole life, like a whole world. Like, how do you guys think about the heavens and the gods and humans even? They have this whole culture. They have this whole life and world as well. So demons are just like spirits. Spirits can go between different religious beliefs, different cultures, etc. It is not just in one group. Now, those who, are not as educated, or they may not know this, that is why spirits and demons can speak so many languages, okay? I've stressed this before in tons of my videos, especially because sometimes you get very, what's the word for it? Sometimes you get people who believe that Hmong shamans should only be able to speak Hmong. And that's absolutely not true, because then this individual would have never become a shaman if they didn't have the ability. Because I think it's a stereotype that, and it may have been that people weren't aware that other cultures have shamans. Even in Europe, they have shamans, you guys. So I think sometimes people, they don't see church as like they do rituals and they do magic, and they do. But people think it's just, they call it prayers, and they think that it's so easy, it's nothing, nobody's listening, right? So that's generally what people think, especially atheists. They're always like, oh, go ahead and pray, like for tragic events. Like, they don't believe in that kind of stuff. But it's actually magic. It's actually like spells that they're doing. But people don't see it that way because they see it as nonsensical, and it's just something you can't see. So with that being said, demons, they can go into different religions and different beliefs, and they are the same. It is just, it depends on how much experience you have with demons, and that's how you will know all this stuff about demons and how there's not like nice ones, okay? Like, don't get it confused, okay? They are naturally born and bred a certain way, and that is just their people or etc. But they are not considered something of the heavens that the heavens created. So that is why there's such a struggle and such a war between this. So demons in in Christianity, it is the same as the demons in shamanism. It is the same. Now, so don't think that, oh, that's a Lutheran demon. It's not gonna come near me. Okay, like that would never happen. Okay, so don't think that they can go between it. Communication and languages, it is just a form of communication. Spirits can transcend these. I mean, you have shamans who can speak multiple languages because of their guides. Like my Mandarin, I didn't learn it. I didn't know it beforehand. My guides teach me. My guides tell me what to say. I don't have any ownership of this Mandarin whatsoever. So that's the thing. Like, I know some that speak Thai, some speak French. So it's very, very different. So keep that in mind, that demons, they are the same. It is strictly going to be your experience and knowledge of demons to know what level that demon is. All right, now the last question that's going to lead us to our little story time. It's going to be, are demons and ghosts funny? So it was really odd that I actually got this question, because I don't think people would assume hilariousness with a demon or a ghost. So I thought it was really interesting that somebody actually asked me that, because ghosts tend not to be funny. They just don't have it in them. Okay, like They either are running on a loop, you know, like it's just a memory of theirs that they can't let go and they just keep going through it. They may not even be aware of you. Ghosts have such limited powers and abilities. Some are very active though, because they become aware. And typically that's if they've been a ghost for a very long time or they had such an attachment, they wouldn't leave, etc. So, ghosts, they think that things are fun though. Like they do things to entertain themselves and get a reaction out of you, but they're not like funny. Like, okay, so like they like to take things from you and then they bring it back. They like to call your name. They like to follow you around. To them, it's fun. Okay, so like that's like fun for them, but then they're not like funny. Now, demons though, they are hilarious. And I mean, not if they're trying to hurt you, okay? Like, not hilarious in that way, but typically if demons, and I have a lot of experience in this, that's the only reason. When a demon is trying to get your attention because they either want something or they want to ask you something or they need something from you, they're really, really funny. Like, they are so ridiculous. They're so ridiculous. All right, so then this is where I'm going to tell you guys a lot of stories that I've had with Michael and how other demons have done this too. And that's the funny thing. So I've realized demons just do these things. Okay, so the number one things that demons do is they observe. They observe us all as humans. They observe us like crazy. So now what they're trying to do though, they're trying to get you to trust and like them. But they do it all through observation. But they're missing that human connection. So when they do things, it is so terrible. It's very, very awkward. It doesn't make any sense. And you find them rather annoying rather than funny. But and the thing is, they're not trying to be funny, but it's really funny if you think about it. Especially like if you've gone through things and they're not hurting you and they're not really trying to scare you or anything like that. They're actually really funny. So like, Michael was really weird. So like Michael, what he would do was he would observe the people around me, the people around my life. And he would really focus on the people who he saw that I liked. And if he felt that I really liked them, he would try to be like them. It was the weirdest thing because he thought that if he observed and watched these people and he acted and talked like them and everything and tried to look like them, I would like him because that must be what I like. But he does it so out of context. It was so weird. So I used to have a dog named Grizzly and I've mentioned him before, but Michael thought I liked fur. Like, I like fur. Don't get me wrong. I love fur. But not on a demon. So Michael would show up with fur. Like, as his skin. And I'm like, no. Like, what are you doing? Because that's not what he looks like. So imagine if suddenly you start growing fur on you. It's just like, okay. Like, that doesn't make any sense. And then like Michael, he likes to wear like clothes, like my brother's clothes, like his outfit. And like in my head, if I ever thought of my brother, like imagine your sibling, you would kind of have clothing already picked out for them because you already know like, oh, this is their favorite outfit or this is what I kind of remember them always in. So Michael would do that. Michael would wear these clothes and think, oh, I'm going to like you more because you wear clothes like my brother. And I kid you guys not, this one time I was having a conversation with my girlfriend and she was showing me these pair of heels. But we were talking about shoes, the word shoes. And we kept saying, and they were red heels. And I was like, oh my God, I really like these red shoes. And she was like, yeah, we were super excited. And so I was doing dishes randomly. And then Michael comes to me and says, I really love these shoes. He showed me red sneakers that didn't match. So, like, this is what, like, demons do. They take things way out of context. They don't even, like, go together at all. If I hear an accent and I comment, like, oh, I really like that accent, or wow, that guy's, like, really hot. He's got this amazing accent. Michael would start talking in an accent. Oh, and he had this favorite word that he kept using. Okay, like, one of my girlfriends, this was, like, in the early 2000s, you guys. One of my girlfriends, she always used the word hella all the time. But she would always like, she'd be like, oh, that's hella funny. Or she'd be like, that was a hella ratchet as hell. And we're always laughing with these stories. So Michael, observing, he thought it was the word hella. So randomly, I'll be like walking downstairs and I'll hear him say hella. Hella. Because he's expecting me to start bursting out laughing, but he takes it out of context. So yeah, basically that's demons in a nutshell. They will try to take on people's facial features. If they do like funny faces all the time, they will try to do the funny face because they just observe, but they don't really understand it. So I think for people who aren't used to having demons around, I mean, like, it's not like I got demons around me all the time, you guys. I'm just saying, like, growing up with Michael, it's, you get used to them being weird because, like, and then it's actually really funny though, because they're trying so hard for you to like them. And the funny thing about it all is that demons are incredibly smart. They're smarter than most people out there. But they can't understand that part. And I think that's because, you know, like, they're not human and they don't understand context and they just do things based off of observation. I mean, like, you know, this is a lighthearted, kind of funny story and everything like that, a weirdness that demons do. And Michael wasn't the only demon who's done these things. I've had other demons who try to, like, come up to me and they try to, like, do these random things that Michael did all the time. But because, like, they normally want to talk to me about something. And I just don't care. Like, stop. So, anyways, so, you know, demons aren't good. Don't confuse my lighthearted stories. Like, I got rid of Michael for a reason. You know, like, it's not like it's a great friend to have around. So, they're not good. In the end, they're still just trying to steal your soul. So, just keep that in mind, you guys. All right, you guys. So that is it for this video. Until next time.